And the best moral of Season 4 goes to... Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. There's definitely been a ton of good, applicable morals this season, but this one really takes the cake. I feel like the entire story can be summed up in one quote from Albert Einstein. Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it'll live its whole life believing that it's stupid. When Rainbow Dash didn't learn anything after the 5 teaching methods from her friends, she became that fish, until she finally found her teaching method. Not everyone learns the same way. I love this episode because this is what every student needs to hear. And teachers should watch this episode too. This episode is definitely to the kids who look at a history book for 2 hours or sit in a classroom for days and get absolutely nothing out of it. They're not stupid, that's just not their style of learning. And they need to seek things that'll help them remember more, whether it's music, or theatrical productions, or costume design. Although I do feel like they were a little easy on Rainbow Dash, who wasn't even trying to listen in the classroom scene. After all, kids who could do well, but don't because they decide to goof off in class, are totally different from the kids who just learn differently. Another great aspect of this story is any student could see themselves mirrored in the story and how they learn throughout the different teaching methods. Speaking of teaching methods, each one was incredibly hilarious. The entire school scene was totally relatable, especially this clip.
The magic of learning.
That open mouth just makes the scene for me. Not to mention, Fluttershy's play was adorable and made me laugh pretty hard. Pinky's 90s style rap was even funnier. The writer of this episode did a great job of portraying the main 6 in perfect character. Fluttershy, for example, showed little trouble breaking up the fight. In any other season, it would have been like, "Oh, maybe you should stop fighting. That is, if you want to. Oh, okay. Whatever you want to do, I guess." She's definitely picked up assertiveness since the Breezy's episode, which made me happy. Her character's finally developing constantly throughout the episodes. Then there's Twilight. Since Season 3, Twilight just sort of lost all flaws by becoming the perfect pony princess. But in this episode, we finally got to see some of her irritation, which was a huge part of her character, Circa Magical Mystery Cure. On a final note, did anyone notice that Rainbow Dash has a very Sherlock-like ability to analyze small details? And even without realizing it, her method of learning was pretty incredible if you ask me. What did you guys like or dislike about the episode? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is the Brony Notion signing out until next Wednesday. Brohoof.